We've had a pour. I'm going to be honest, I've given it a little tippy-toppy too. Look at that. Just to give it a little bit of a... And we've got a nice little head. Well, hello there. Perfect drafters. How are we doing? Are we good? Good. Because, people, we've got a newish keg in. Pretty new. Yeah. So the other week, I did review the Magic Orange from the Magic Rock Brewery, and yeah, I'd kind of liked it. It was all right. It wasn't bad. It was nice to have a stout on the Perfect Draft. Now, at that same time, another keg was released. And I've got to be honest, while I do like a pale ale, I was thinking I generally like a bit of a stronger pale ale. Yeah, because I often find the kind of taste, just hits you that bit more. But I'm not disappointed with the fact that this is now on the Perfect Draft, because I do actually drink this when I go out. I don't know why, but she who shall not be named has sparked up in the corner of my eye. Bit concerned she's going to say something, but no, nothing. Probably an update or something. I don't know. It's a little bit like the snaky snake on the Perfect Draft Pro. Anyway, when that Magic Orange was released, they also released Camden Pale. So we already had Camden Hells on the Perfect Draft, and that's been there for a while. And when that came out, there was a lot of kind of rumour and speculation that this would follow. It's a natural progression. It just is. They're both from that quality brewery of Camden Brewery, which are good, let's face it. It just goes, and it goes hand in hand. You've got Camden Hells, you've got Camden Pale. So that's what's in there. So we are talking £36.90 of your finest. So is that good? Is that bad? It's not bad, I don't think. It's an average kind of price. It's what you'd expect. However, it is just 4%. So maybe a little bit on that pricey side for the percentage. Inspired by the American craft beer revolution, we are talking a beer that's basically using American hops. The typical Simcoe and Citra hops are basically being used to get that juice, that juiciness that we like about pale ales. And I am a pale ale fan. So we're talking about tropical flavours as well. We're talking about citrusy flavours, and also that touch of bitterness as well that we do like in the pale ale. Well, I say we. Some people don't, but they've got the Camden Hells. There you go. So the natural competitor to this within the Perfect Draft range is obviously Ghost Ship. Now that is a 4.5%er. I've done a review of that. I'll pop that also in the link, because I did enjoy that. In fact, I did a little bit of a bottle to keg comparison, and I reckon that bottle was skunked. I do. It wasn't tasting good at all. So it probably was a little bit unfair on that bottle to keg comparison, but it was night and day. Absolute night and day. Now, I have had the odd can of pale ale, the Camden Pale Ale, and I've enjoyed them. Found them a little bit carbonated for a pale ale, but then that's probably because it's out of a can. A little bit similar to that Ghost Ship out of a bottle. And I'm just hoping that this is like the Camden Pale that I get in the pubs when I go and visit them. The other little gem is that with this bar runner that you see in front of you, I also got 2 Jack glasses. I think they're called Jack glasses. Jack glasses? I think that's what they are. So there it is. Look at it. It's a stubby little gem, innit? It's a stubby little gem. This I'm doing like phonetic kind of, for those with kids, kind of phonetically wording out the word of the brand of the glass. SAHM. They make quite a few good glasses. Now, I have done a review of one of my all-time favourites, which is Fruly. And I remember the person that brought Fruly over to the UK, specialist brand beer chap, they actually did use this same company for their glasses as well. So I think they do make a fair few glasses. This is a little gem though, isn't it? Look, it's a little stubber, but it is a pint. Yeah, so it doesn't feel like you're drinking a pint, but you are drinking a pint. I reckon. Unless they're totally conning me. Right, so that is what we'll be pouring into, Perfect Drafters. We're going to have a look at the keg, people. Let's have a look at that keg first. Yeah, we'll do the pour, we'll bring it in, we'll see if we've got any bubs, see what that head's like. That's what we'll do. As always, people, I'll have a sip, but before I rate it, I'm going to have some snackage. Now, I have only just changed my mind on what snackage to actually review. One of my mates popped round the other day, just on the offhand. In fact, he was frequenting a Toby Carvery on a Sunday. You know, you can go there other days, but he was there on a Sunday, having a carvery. And he popped in, he goes, look at this. He didn't say Baldy, he used my name. But he said, look at this, I spotted these and I thought of you. So I won't be having those Morrison's Max Strong rip-off crisps. Sorry, Rick Unwin, they will have to wait until the next review. Yeah, because I've got the salt and pepper Chinese takeaway style crisps, which I am looking forward to. So it did take a hell of a snackage recommendation from a mate to trump that, I tell you. But he's done it. He's done it. And I'm hoping it's going to give some good things. So after the snackage, I will then rate the Camden Pale. I'll rate the snackage, let you know what I think. So have a look at that keg, people. Let's have a look. Okay then, perfect drafters, just look at that. That is the Camden Pale Ale. Camden Town Brewery. That's what it is. Typical 6 litre keg. We're talking 4% volume. Yes, we are. The PerfectDraft Keg. Very simple. Camden designs, very simple. I like them though. I do. Modern. Nice kind of tealy, turquoise colour behind that nice Camden Pale fontage that they've used. I like it. Drink cold. That's all it's telling you to do. Simple as that. Drink your Camden Pale Ale cold. Go. There's the keg. Okay then, people, here we go. Like I say, I've got this little beauty. Look at him. Little stubber. Like it. Right, let's give it a pour. Let's see how we're doing. Now, I have got it set to 6 degrees. It recommends on the PerfectDraft website, it recommends between 4 and 7. So I thought, right, I'm going to up it a little bit, try and get some of them flavours out of there a little bit more. But I'm sure, you know, if you've got the original PerfectDraft, 3 degrees, sure, it will still taste absolutely fine. Let's give it a go. Look at that. There we go, people. There we go. Now, I've got to say, with that glass, it's very easy not to go overboard with the headage. It just is. Seems good. Let's bring her in. So there we go then, people. Look at that. There's the Camden Town Brewery logo. It's a little beauty. As we go up, can we see any bubs? Not many, but you don't expect it with a pale ale. Got to say, it's lost that head a little bit there, but also, there's not much haziness to it at all. It could be, let me just wipe that away. There is a few more bubs than I first thought. There is. There we go. But, yeah, I'd say it's a nice kind of clear colour. Yeah, it's not got that haze to it that you'd expect. Looking kind of very amberish colour. Quite clear. See through that quite easily. Let's give it a sup, people. Let's give it a sup. There we go, people. So, we've had a pour. I'm going to be honest, I've given it a little tippy-toppy too. Look at that. Just to give it a little bit of a... And we've got a nice little head. We have. We've got a nice little head. Look at you. If you serve that up in a bar, you're happy. Yeah? Happy days. Look at that. Cheers, people. Loving it. Loving it. Right. There we go. So it has got a bit of a nice white foam head. That's all good. Yeah. Like I say, a few bubs going up there. Slow moving carbonation. Quite clear. Nice kind of amber colour. Right. Not going to stick my neb in. I'm going to give it a taste. Cheers, Perfect Drafters. Let's give it a go. It tickles them. It tickles them. It tickles the taste buds. We've definitely got those citrus notes in there. That is citrusy. It's tropical. Nice mouthfeel. Good mouthfeel. Has got just the right levels of carbonation, I'd say. Very nice. Hasn't got a massive punch, but at 4%, this is a session pale ale. No doubt about it. I've been criticised in the past for saying like a 5% as session. But for me, when you start to go over the 5%, that's when it's not a session and you kind of, you're getting some hitting. It starts to hit you. A Crew Republic, for example, that ain't no session beer. No chance. Can't get it. Still shed a tear, people. I still shed a tear for that one. I do. Shed a tear for the beer. But no, I mean, that was like what? That was like 6.8% or something like that, I think. It was punchy. What one hell of a beer. This at 4%, this is to be enjoyed with a few mates over a barbecue. If you all like pale ales and it's a nice sunny day, you've got a barbecue kicking off, you've got that on there. That's a good day. It's a good day. Now, it's tasty. It's tasty. And I think, just thinking about when I go out and drink this, the reason I do is because I'm probably out on a night, going round a few pubs around a certain city. And, it's not going to get me battered. It ain't going to get me battered. And yet I'm going to enjoy it on a night out. Back in the day, you just didn't have that kind of selection available to you in a pub. You basically had Foster's, Strongbow, Carlin, Caffrey's, which was good, but I think that was a bit heavier back in the day. I think that was like over 5% or around 5%. You'd see that now and again. Boddingtons. But now you do start to see this. You see this lined up with a Madry. You see this lined up, with a potential like Doom Bar or a Ghost Ship or something like that. And it's a good selection. They've got them on there now, and you think, yeah, I'll have one of them. I'm not going to go out on a night out and have a load of pints of Guinness. And I definitely ain't going to fire myself up and be going around like a balloon because I've fired a load of Foster's or Carlin down me, because you've got no taste and basically you're bloated. Happy days, But no, with that, not too carbonated. It has got some bubs. I'm not gonna lie to you. It has got some bubs. It's got a little bit of gassiness to it, but not bad at all. But it's got some taste. Tickles the taste buds. Yeah, the citrus notes in there, the tropical flavours, they're there. It's not got the punch of a Crew Republic. It hasn't got the punch of a Vocation Life and Death. But then this is just a pure pale ale. Yeah, so like I say, the competition it's got is the Ghost Ship. And I wouldn't say it's massively different to that. Would I pick this over a Ghost Ship? Let me think on that one. Let me ponder it. But before I ponder that, or I'll ponder that during my snackage, compared to that Game of Thrones thing, this is far better than that. Yeah, that was the letdown keg of last year, I think. I probably only just reviewed it this year, but basically I'm saying this is better than that. I remember that. It's better than Lux, if you remember that on there. I'd say it's better than McKellar Heated Seats as well. I'd say it's better than that. So, sorry to McKellar. I've said that your Camden Brewery have beaten you on both kind of fronts there. But, yeah. I've not had it, obviously, before now on the Perfect Draft. But what I would say is I've had it before many a time in a bar, in several bars. And that is just like that. that is pure draft quality at home for your Camden Pale. So go out, if you spot it in a bar and you've got a Perfect Draft at home, have a pint of it there. That's what you're going to get. Simple as that. Nice. Right. Let's go for some snicky snacky snoo. So like I say, my mate did pop round. I was going to do those Max Strong rip-offs that are in Morrison's at the moment. And I was looking forward to them. But then my mate brought me these round. And these look very different. Very different. Now, with many of my beer reviews, many of them, I've had pork scratchings. Yeah. Or pork crackling. Same thing. Pork rinds. Is that American? I think one of my American mates calls it pork rind. I'm like, what you on about, man? It's crackling or it's scratchings. You're cracking or scratching, I think. Anyway, I'm babbling because basically these are not pork. These are chicken. These are chicken. These are the original chicken crackling. Now, I know they're saying they're the original. They're probably the only. I've never seen chicken crackling before. Never seen it. There's no added MSG and it's gluten-free. So happy days there. They've also sprinkled on a bit of sea salt. Nice. And we're talking about Little Bobby Jeb. It is literally Little Bobby Jeb presents the original chicken crackling. Now, when I do a roast, and I did one just this last Sunday, I did say recently about my roast potatoes that are coming out a little belter at the moment, with a little bit of celery salt on there, and also a little bit of flour. Them I am priming to perfection. But one of the other elements that I do love about roast dinners is the chicken skin. Yes, I do. Love it. The missus, she's not happy. She's not happy because you're calling it skin, which kind of like just, you know, she don't like to admit what she's eating. For me, I don't care. You know, if you do get bothered by that, apologies. But basically, I love the chicken skin. It's succulent. It's beautiful. The other week, I rubbed in some peri-peri rub right into it and it burnt the skin. I was devastated. I was devastated because I got no chicken skin that Sunday. But anyway. But yeah, just like with the pork crackling that you get, pork crackling. When you do a roast pork Sunday dinner and you've got that crackling there, you just try and have just a little bit of that. You can't. You're going back, you're sniffling a little bit more. It's beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, I like the chicken skin when I'm doing a chicken roast. So this could well be good, yeah? Chicken crackling. Hand-cooked chicken crackling with sea salt. Is the blurbage? Yes, there is. Right. Hello. It literally says hello to you. Right. It's probably Little Bobby Jeb that's saying hello because it's saying, one day, Little Bobby Jeb started reaching up to steal the best bits from the Sunday roast chicken. The crispy skin. He's just like me, old Bobby Jeb. Just like me. Although he's little, so he's probably smaller. 30 years later, he had an idea. I mean, that stuck with him, hasn't it? 30 years later, after having a bit of a poke around on the old roast and nicking the best bits. Yeah? So he had an idea. Welcome to the original chicken crackling, lightly fried in small batches with a dash of sea salt. They're high in protein, MSG and gluten-free, so dive in, dip them, sprinkle them, even warm them in the oven. Hello. Have a look at chickencrackling.com. I don't know if you can buy direct from there. And my mate didn't let me know where he actually got these from, but he did say that you can get them from Amazon. So if you can, I'll look it up. I'll pop it in the description below. But it does say, have a look at chickencrackling.com for news, recipes, and more. We hope you love our tasty crackling as much as we do. And it's signed off by none other than Little Bobby Jeb. Right. Little Bobby Jeb. If these are good, yeah, I'm going to try and find a picture of Little Bobby Jeb and put him in a little love heart because these sound amazing. I think these sound really good. It's got a picture of a chicken on there. Or is it a rooster when it's got a bit of a feather? Is a rooster a chicken? Is that what is it? Is that a male chicken? Am I just... I don't know. I should know that at my age. Anyway, cock-a-doodle-doo. Let's get stuck in. Right. It's ripping in. Didn't give it a shake. It's only got that sprinkling, hasn't it? It says with sea salt on there, but then they actually do say later on with a dash of sea salt. I'm gonna give it a little, I don't even know what these are gonna look like. I'm expecting kind of thin, kind of crispy, curly things. Whew, it's got some smell to it. It's got some smell. And I tell you something, it's smelling very much like pork crackling. Yeah, so it's got some smell to it. Right, here we go. I was right, look. It is, I mean, they're like curled up, thinner pork crackling or pork rinds, pork scratchings. Right, but they're not, these are chicken. But they're smelling like that. Right, let's get in. Let's get in, people. I'm seeing little specks, little dustings of salt. Let's give it a go. Oh. Oh. Oh, they're lovely. Oh, they're lovely. Look at you. Right, I said I'm not going to have too many of these, but I am not leaving that in the bag. I ain't leaving that in the bag. That looks like heaven in my fingers, right there. Oh, my word. You really do get that kind of roast dinner, chicken, skin, crispiness, with an extra added bit of salt. Oh, it's all there in a pack. It's all there in a pack. There's even a little air on you. All right, let's go this. I'm just taking a moment. Because look, I've done over 100 of these videos now. Over 100. They're not all, you know, just the kegs. I'm not an animal, but I've done nearly every single keg. You know, some of them are on the machine. I've done a few on like the Krupp sub. I've done a few torps and things like that. I've even reviewed a mower, you know. We all have a little dips in life. Say that. I reviewed a wallpaper scraper. Yeah, got to start somewhere. Got to start somewhere, people. But there's been a handful, maybe slightly more, maybe 2 handfuls of times during all of that where you have a sense of overwhelming joy because you find a combination that isn't just good. It's Jack and Jill. It's bangers and mash. It's salt and pepper. It's crisscross. It's cannon and ball. It's Laurel and Hardy. It's Tom and Jerry. It goes together. It's beautiful. It's a marriage made in heaven. If I could walk both a beer and a snackage down an aisle, play a bit of music, I'll be doing it right now. I can't, I won't. I'm just going to have a sup of my pale ale, chomp on a bit of chicken skin, and have a smile. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, let's rate them. Let's rate them. So for that, I've been thinking a little bit in the back of my mind about the ghost ship, and I enjoyed that ghost ship out of the keg, I've got to say. And after all what I've just said, it's right on par with this. I don't think there's much difference, but I'm going to give this 8.5. I think it's absolute quality. It really is. And you know, yes, there's punchier ones, but you're buying what you know you're getting in the end of the day. You know you're getting 4%. You know what you're getting here. You know this is a session pale ale. It's clean, it's crisp, it's got those citrus notes, it's got the tropical flavours, and it feels just nice. It's sessionable. It goes down well. No bad aftertaste. It's pure quality. It's really good. It's good. I like it. 8.5. I'm giving that. Now then, those chicken cracklings. Little Bobby Jeb, you've played a blinder, mate. You have. I'm going to give them a 9. I'm going to give them a 9, and I'm also very, very hopeful that I can find them and buy them. I don't know how much my mate paid for them. It does say the new on there. Don't know how new they are. I mean, this is, you know, these are in date until the 27th of September 2023. Don't know what that tells you, but basically, they're good. They're well worth a try. Cracking beer snack. Cracking beer snack. And, you know, I do love peanuts. I love peanuts. I love all the variety of peanuts. I love the crispy nuts. I love all the different flavours. I love pork crackling. Love it. Fantastic. Cracking beer snack. I like scampi fries. I like bacon fries. They're good. They're good beer snackage. I do like a lot of crisps. Love the crisps. Happy days. But these are a cracking addition. These are a cracking addition for all those beer snacks that I've just said. Brilliant. It's nice to find a new contender and lob it in there for the equation. Pop it into the mix. Bombay mix. That ain't bad. Lovely. I'm giving them a 9. They very much do make you think of chicken skin on the roast. They do. You know, but obviously, because they've been kind of, you know, dried, it's like thick chicken skin that's been curled up. I don't know, do they dehydrate it or something like that? Sprinkling of salt on there. Boom. But you get that roast dinner kind of feeling when you're eating it. And that's a pleasure. Right there. So good work. 9 to them. 8.5 to that. Perfect drafters. We've had a good week. Right. Let's not just have a good week. Let's have an absolute belter of a weekend. Please do subscribe to the channel for more keg reviews. I have got coming up a Quack Blonde. Yeah. Quack Blonde. But for now, Perfect Drafters, it's been a good week. Make it a hell of a good weekend. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Do have an absolute belter. Enjoy a few beers with a few mates. But for now, Perfect Drafters, cheers. Have a good one. Cheers.